today we will discuss about right circular cylinder. In right circular cylinder, first we will discuss about the surface area of the base, surface area of the top, and surface area, curved surface area. Then by using these three, we will calculate the total surface area. And after calculating all the surface areas, then we will move to calculating of the volume of a right circular cylinder. So let's start with the video. Hope it will be helpful for the purpose of understanding and to solve the problems related to the right circular cylinder. Let's start with right circular cylinder. In case of right circular cylinder, it looks like this. This is the basic form of a right circular cylinder. So this is the base radius. Let this be r, and it will be same as the top radius, that is r, and let this height or the distance between these two, or this is the height, that is as, let it that be as h. Now first we'll deal with the surface areas. Now in order to calculate the surface area of a right circular cylinder, first we have to know the surface area of the base or the top. Both will have the same surface area, and that is equals to pi r square, where r is the radius of the base and r is the radius of the top. So it will be pi r square because that is a circle. Now we'll move to calculate the surface area of curved surface area. Curved surface area. So in order to understand how to calculate the curved surface area of a right circular cylinder, we'll demonstrate by taking one example. Let us take this one. So in this one, this is a rectangle sort of thing. This is a rectangle sort of thing. Now if we bend it like this, and if we join like this, then it will become a right circular cylinder. It is becoming a right circular cylinder. See, this is the right circular cylinder here. Now in this right circular cylinder, what is the curved surface area? Curved surface area means the surface area of this curved surface. So if we just open this bend, if we just remove this one, then it will become a rectangle. First of all, you just think that this is the circumference of the circle, which is equal to 2 pi r, and this is also the circumference of the circle, which is equals to 2 pi r. Now this particular length of this thing is equals to 2 pi r, and this is also 2 pi r, and this is the h. The length of this particular place is h. So if we remove this one, so this is the 2 pi r side and this is the h side, right? So this is becoming a rectangle. So in case of rectangle, if we need to find the area of a rectangle, that is equals to the length of the two sides, two corresponding sides, or two adjacent sides, that is the length of this one and length of this one. Length of this one we have already told that it is 2 pi r, and length of this one is equals to h. So the total area covered by this particular rectangle will be 2 pi r h, right? So 2 pi r h, that is the curved surface area of any right circular cylinder, where r is the radius of the base. So curved surface area of a right circular cylinder is equals to 2 pi r h. Now I think you have understood the concept behind the calculating the curved surface area. So now we have to calculate the total surface area. Total surface area. So total surface area is equals to surface area of base plus surface area of top, of top, plus curved surface area. So surface area of base is pi r square, surface area of top is pi r square, and curved surface area is 2 pi r h. So if we add 2 pi r square plus 2 pi r h, so it will become 2, if we take 2 pi r common, then it will become r plus h. So this is the total surface area, and all these units will be in square units, right? Square units. All those surface areas will be in square units. Please note it down so that we can move to the next formula, that is related to volume. So in case of finding out the volume of a right circular cylinder, volume of a right circular cylinder will be equals to pi r square h. Volume is equals to pi r square h. H is the height of the cylinder and r is the radius of the base or the top, and this is the volume of right circular cylinder. This will be in cubic units for obvious reasons, because this is the volume. We are multiplying three elements here. Now please note it down. Now if a right circular cylinder is in this format, where we have something like this, it has a thickness, this metal, suppose it is made up of a metal. Now it is having a thickness of let be t, and the radius of the inner side is equals to small r, and this, okay, it is pt, and radius of the outer surface area, radius is equals to capital R. Then what will be the total surface area of this right circular cylinder? Now you just think that there should not be any change in the curved surface area, because curved surface area is totally depending on the outer radius. So what will be the curved surface area? 2 pi capital R into H, right? Because the outer radius is capital R and the inner radius is smaller. Now what will in case of finding out, okay, we'll do one by one. First we'll find out the surface area of base or top. Surface area of the top, what will be the surface area of the outer, by calculating with the outer radius, that will be pi capital R square. And what will be the surface area of the top by taking small r as radius? It will be pi r square. If we subtract these two, then we'll get the surface area of this particular part, right? So this is how to calculate. Now surface area of top or base we have found. Now curved surface area, what will be the curved surface area? That will be pi r capital R square into H. Now in order to find the total surface area of this kind of right circular cylinder, we have to add these two. So in order to add these two, we have to multiply it by 2, because there are top and base. We have calculated only one here. So it will be pi capital R square minus pi r square plus pi r square H. That will be the surface area, total surface area. That will be the TSA, or the total surface area of this kind of right circular cylinder. And what will be the volume of this kind of right circular cylinder? In case of finding out the volume, we need to find the logic is very simple. We have to find the volume by taking capital R once and by taking small r once. Then we have to subtract. So by taking capital R once, if we do the calculation, then what will be the volume of the right circular cylinder? It will be pi r square h, right? Pi capital R square h. And if we take small r as the radius, then what will be the volume? It will be pi small r square h. Pi small r square h. Now if we subtract these two, then we will definitely get the area, the volume of the right circular cylinder of this type. So this is how we can calculate the surface area of top or base of this kind of right circular cylinder, hollow right circular cylinder, or curved surface area of this hollow right circular cylinder, and total surface area of this hollow right circular cylinder, and volume of this hollow right circular cylinder. So please note down the formula so that you can easily solve by using this. So we will now discuss about some problems related to right circular cylinders. So in the first problem, it states that there is a right circular cylinder tank which has a height of 9 meter. Height is equals to 9 meter of the right circular cylinder, and 6 centimeter of there is a right circular cylinder tank, and one pipe is connected to this tank, and the length 6 centimeter of diameter. The diameter of the pipe is diameter is equals to, or let the 2r is equals to 6 centimeter. So r will be equals to 3. So r, or the radius of the pipe, is equals to 3. It is given. Now it is stated that by using this pipe, the water flows through to the outwards water flows at the rate of 225 meter per minute. So water flows at the rate 225 meter per minute. So that is the flow of water. Now if we do the same, then in 36 minutes the tank will be empty. So in 36 minutes the total volume of the water, whatever can be stored in the tank, that is getting empty. So we need to find the amount or the volume of water which flows through the pipe in 36 minutes. So in order to find that, we have to find the amount of water which flows through the pipe in 1 minute. So in case of doing this, we have to take this 225 meter per minute, that is the length of the pipe in 1 minute. So 225 meter, that is becoming length or the height of, because pipe is also a right circular cylinder, right? So it is h, and it is, we have got h and we have got r. So what will be the volume of water? Volume of water which flows through the pipe in 1 minute, that will be 22 by 7, that is the value of pi, into r square. R is in centimeter, but all these measurements are in meter, so we have to convert centimeter to meter. So it will be 3 by 100 meter. So 3 by 100 r square, so into 3 by 100 into 225. Now this is the volume of water. This much volume of this much meter cube will be in meter cube. So this much of volume of water is flowing through the pipe in 1 minute. But the tank is getting emptied in 36 minutes. So in 36 minutes, we have to just multiply this by 36. So 3 by 100 into 3 by 100 into 225 into 36. That is the meter cube. That will be the amount of water, volume of water, which is flowing through the pipe in 36 minutes. Now we just think, what is this much volume of water was stored in that tank? That means the volume of the tank is equals to this particular amount of water. So in order to find the volume of the tank, we have to use the formula pi r square h. Now here r is different. We don't have the value of r, let it be capital R, and we have the height of the tank as 9. So pi r square h. So it will be pi r square h. So 22 by 7, 22 by 7 gets cancelled, 3 3s are 9 gets cancelled. Now r square is equals to, we have to take the root of this one. So it will be 15 into 6 divided by 100. So it will be 90 by 100. It is 9 by 10 or 0.9 meter. So it will be, if we take r, 0.9 meter, that is 9 meter means 90 centimeter. That is the radius of the tank. So what is the logic which has been used here? The question states that one particular tank was there of height 9 meter, which is connected to a pipe, and water flows through that pipe outwards and at the rate 225 meter per minute. That pipe has a diameter of 6 centimeter, and in 36 minutes that pipe empties the tank. So what is the logic? We have to find the amount of water or the volume of water which has flown through the pipe in 36 minutes, then equate that volume with the volume of the tank. So we can easily find by using this the radius of the cylindrical tank. So please note it down so that we can move to the next problem. So the next problem, it is stated that there are four pillars 4 right circular pillars of 17.5 centimeter diameter. 4 right circular pillars of 17.5 centimeter diameter. Now we have to cover the pillars with 3.5 centimeter thick sand cement plaster. We have to cover. That means we have this much pillar. We are drawing only one pillar here. So this is the pillar. Now we are just trying to cover this pillar with some sand and cement mixture plaster. The whole pillar has to be covered. Now in order to do that, we have to 3 centimeter. Okay, if each and every pillar is 3 meter of length, the length of the pillar is 3 meter, then how much cubic decimeter amount of sand cement mixture will be needed? Okay, so this is 3.5 centimeter. The thickness is given as 3.5 centimeter. So this is the thickness of the cement sand mixture. Now we have to calculate the volume of this particular part. So in order to calculate this volume, we have to calculate the whole volume and subtract it with the volume of the current pillar. So for the purpose of understanding this, we have to use the formula as 4 pi r cube h minus 4 pi capital R cube h minus pi small r cube h. So if we take pi h common, then capital R cube minus small r cube. Now what is the capital R cube? So it has a diameter of 17.5, so it will be 17.5 divided by 2, right? So it will be 17.5 divided by 2, that will be the radius of the pillar. So if we know the radius, then we can easily find 8.75, that is the 8.75 centimeter, that is the radius of the pillar. Now if we know the radius of the pillar, that is equals to small r, and for the purpose of finding out the capital R, we have to add 3.5 with this one. So 8.75 plus 3.5. So if we do the calculations, then we will get 0.25, 12.25. So it will be pi into h into 12.25 whole cube minus h is given, right, 3 pi into 3, so the whole cube minus 8.75 whole cube. This much of okay, we have to convert this into centimeter because this is in meter, so it will be meter means 300 centimeter, right? So we have to write it as pi into 300 into this much of centimeter cube of mixture is needed for the purpose of covering one pillar. Now we have 4 such pillars, so we have to multiply it by 4. If we multiply it by 4, then we will get the exact value. So 75 cube. Now we have to also convert it into cubic decimeter. So in order to, we know that in order to convert the centimeter cube into decimeter cube, it is very simple. Hope you, all of you know, but still I am repeating the procedure. So we have to convert that 1 centimeter is 1 by 10 decimeter, right? So 1 centimeter cube is equals to 1 by 10 cube decimeter cube. So it will be 1 by 1000 decimeter cube. So we have to multiply it into 1 by 1000. So in order to get the value in decimeter cube. So this is how you can do the calculations. I am not going for the calculation part. So this is how we can calculate the volume of the required pillars. So these are the types of sums which you will face in your exercises. Hope these two sums and the concept, whatever has been discussed in this video, will be helpful for the purpose of understanding the topic and for the purpose of understanding the formula. Please go through the example sums first, then try to solve the exercise by taking help of the video of the sums has been discussed in the video, and which has been already solved in your book. So hope it was helpful. That's all for today. Thank you.